Hello everyone. In this video, we have to see about the DT approach on non-destructive testing. That is liquid penetrant testing. We have to see about the using the concept of design thinking approach. So design thinking is nothing but there is a five important factors will be played. One is empathy, and the second one is define. Then we have to ideate. Then we have to make a prototype, and we have to finally go for a test. So these are the design thinking concept will be based. So it is used for the problem solving, the real world real problem solving method. That is for the we have to solve the real world problem using this concept. We have to easily identify that solution to the particular problem. So one is the non-destructive technique is based on purely based on that design thinking concept. So design thinking concept, first one is nothing but is the empathy is nothing but, so you are not to evaluate component without causing a damage, and principle of non-destructive technique. So what is the empathy of that NDT technique? That is non-destructive technique means you have to without damaging any material, we have to test the quality of the material. So that is the empathy, main empathy, and will be we have used for if there is a problem, that is the main empathy. What is the problem is we have to damage without damaging material, we have to test that. That is the non-destructive techniques. It will be mapped on empathy. So next we have to define. What is the we have to design? Define means it is only used for industrial purpose, and what is the material we used for? What is the material? Where is the what is the industry which will be identified? Next in the define part, we have to find that industrial use. So what is the process of the product of material will be used for which industry and which application? So inspection based on that we have to test the material according to that category. So what is the inspection of raw products and forgings and costing evaluation, inspections of secondary processing, machining and welding, and inspection for the service damages, corrosion and erection, and heat damages. So first we have to define what is the process, what going to be used, that material going to be used in the for industry, and what is the type we have to test that material. We have to define that defined part, energy in a defined part. Next we have to see that the next will be, in other words, we have to say inspection test completed by the still can be used. So this is a process of inspecting, testing and evaluating the components. Next we have to ideate. So first next we have to once we have to define our particular component or material or device. So next we have to go for the test. Next we have to ideate. Okay, this will be belongs to one material will be belongs to another particular test technique. So now we have to in this class we have to see about the liquid penetrant testing technique. So liquid penetrant is nothing but there is a two concepts to find the cracks and flaws in this material. So once the surface liquid, we have to identify that cracks and flaws in the surface of the material to use for the liquid penetrator. One liquid penetrator is nothing but we pour out the liquid of the surface of the material. So where the cracks and flaws will be there is a liquid or filled with this cracks. Next we have to use the developer. Next afterwards we have to use the developer means, so it will mix it with this liquid, makes highlighted colors. So we will use some of dyes we have to identify. So easily we can use that where is the highlighted dye mixed liquid or fell out the back stacked on that surfaces. We have to identify the defects or flaws or cracks of the materials without damaging any test. So developer apply to the test, penetrate and drawn back to the detect the reverse capillary action. So the capillary action, due to capillary action, it will be used to find out the depth and surface the defects can be easily identified. So these are the methodology we have used for identification of liquid penetrant test. We have used for some of microscopic tests. We have to analyze and some of testing tools, cameras. We have to identify the very minute liquid cracks in these techniques. So liquid penetrant capillary action is the main action that will be based on the adversive and cohesive forces. So these are the different type of stages of penetrant inspection are there. So one is penetration, pre-cleaning and penetrant application, removal access and developing an inspection and post-testing cleaning. So these are the testing process of ideating. Thus finally we have to develop. Once we have to using capillary technique, we have to go for at development of prototype. So we have to development what is the material we have to use, and what is the material we have to develop on material, what is the material core corrosive material we have used. So these are the development of a prototype will be used for considered for the development of a prototype liquids. So that is the type of penetrant and color concept penetrate, fluorescent penetrate, dual penetrate will be. So development of prototype liquid will be classified under the prototype category. So next we have to test. So test once finalized, we have to find it. There is a some of techniques will be there. So find out. Next will be high quality surface infection. So specific gravity less than 1 we have to. These are the output of the testing. We have to identify that particular flaws in that material. So in this class I have stop here. Next we have to deep about the design thinking concept and various applications of device fabrication technique and real world, and mapped with this real world problems. Thank you.